Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Betsndat Sports Betting Podcast. You got Nate here, Chaz is here, Chimes is here. No Zeke today or next week as well because the man's over in Korea. I don't know what he's doing there. I know he's a jiu-jitsu fighter. That's a different thing, right? But he's over there for a little break. I think it was something he booked in years ago.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. But we'll kick things off how we always do with a bit of gratitude. Chazza, anything you want to get off your chest?
No, just grateful Super Rugby's back this week.
Yeah, here we go.
Auckland Blues back at home, back in the Eden Park. So looking forward to that game. Shout out to Ofa Tongafasi, 150 games.
Hey! Chime's your favourite rugby player. It's exciting. I really want to see Jesse Suali'i play for New South Wales. I'm really excited. He's the first guy that I've ever heard of play international before he played Super Rugby.
Oh, you've had a few boys. Ben Artinga did that.
Oh, no way.
Ben Artinga did that. But yeah, looking forward to seeing him play. He's been straight into the biggest game against England, and he showed up, man. Put his name out there.
I'm grateful for good friends like a mate of ours, Chimes, Chris Pule, a.k.a. the pastor, who lent me this jersey that I'm wearing today. He's a big Eagles fan. And we'll cover that soon when we talk about what we're wearing today. Chimes, what are you grateful for?
Yeah, I'm grateful for my family and partner Bridie, and grateful for connecting with those OG NFL brothers, Pule, Fo, and Sports King Phil.
Very good. Very nice.
Sweet. Sports King, mate.
Hey, tell us a story behind that since we're talking about what we're wearing.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, about, not to say much about this beautiful jersey I'm wearing, the Warriors, but...
when I see that jersey, I think of Wade McKinnon.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
He loves the brown people, man. So this jersey has significance because many moons ago I was wearing it at AUT uni, and even though I'm a hard Niners fan, I've always liked this cornerback they used to play for the Raiders called Nnamdi Asamoah, and Sports King Phil Canasio and Chris Pule, they saw me across the quad and they wanted to test me, to see, did I get this from Full Sun or am I a real NFL fan? And hey man, we've been friends ever since. So that was like 15 years ago.
You know what's hard to believe?
What's that, brother?
All you guys were at uni. The guy that you're talking about there, Pule, he lent me this jersey. Obviously, big game. Week just gone. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I picked them from the start. But yeah, no, the man lent me this jersey and asked me if there's any other jersey I wanted to wear, and he tried to give me a Carson Wentz one. Don't ever want to see that jersey ever again. So yeah, shout out to Pule, number one Eagles fan. I would say Jay Safaya, another one of the Usos, is a fan, but he only likes white quarterbacks.
The him and Nate.
Yeah. Charlie, what are you wearing?
I got my local rugby team, Papatoi Rugby Club. So
You've got to work on your pronunciation, man.
Papatoi bad habit. But Papatoi Rugby Club jersey here. Still jamming this year, so it's the only club in the Auckland competition from South Auckland. So
how did that happen?
It's just they wanted to cut down. Obviously, there were some games in the club competition that ended up blowing out like 40 points. So they're trying to push all the players into one one club, I guess. So it's a 10-man comp this year. So I think it's good. I think it's good for competition. It drives competition. Just within those games. So
how's it working at the moment with just the one club? Like if you're playing, say, for like Manurewa or Tahuhu, do you, like, if they've gone to a lower division and you want to play top side or top division, do you say, hey, see you later, I want to go play for Pep?
I think so. Like, man, I'm all about Pep, or South Auckland, I want to see them in good places. Obviously, Manukau Rovers, a couple of years ago, they went back-to-back champions.
Wait, are they not there now?
Nah, they're gone down as well. Yeah. So they're gone down as well. So we're the only club out South Auckland that'll be rocking with Varsity, Ponsonby, all those big boys. So,
who's looking likely to? I mean, if you to take yourself out of the equation, which side is the most dangerous as far as talent-wise with the pool that they got?
No easy.
There's those boys there, the
Ponies, baby.
The Pony boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, man, those guys are one of I don't know how many years. They're the Crusaders of club rugby, man.
I feel like there was something that you were going to say and then you cut yourself off. What?
No, mate, they just... Man, last year we played them and they had... the whole backline played for Super Rugby.
Aye.
They'd just come in and some of the boys that wouldn't play for the Super Rugby in that weekend would end up playing.
Is that fair or unfair?
Oh, man, that's just what it is, like...
No, it's not the question.
I reckon they could probably save petrol money and just... Obviously, they all live out South Auckland. But, they all want to go and drive into the city, but that's just...
Yeah. Wow. What a way to start the show. I like this. I feel like we need to get some correspondence from around the country because I feel Stick was just talking about Auckland rugby. Someone's Nokia just went off.
Here's my phone.
Oh. But yeah, if we get somebody from Wellington, maybe Christchurch, give us updates on how their club comps are going. Because it's good to have local stuff on here. Yeah. So those are our uniforms for today. Big one right now. We've got to recap last week's bets. We'll start with the locks. Anybody want to put their hand up and say they got to win?
I think that's all three of us.
All three of us?
Yeah.
No.
Locks?
Locks, no.
I thought your lock hit. My bad.
What was your lock?
France to win by 7.
Oh, that was... Hey, to be fair, we knew that England, if they got it right, that they'll come up with a win. I just didn't think it would be against France.
No, mate. It was an awesome game. Like, the French flair was there in spades. Like, the heaps of attacking rugby. I thought, like, obviously the first 20 minutes, I thought France should have been up 21-0. They dropped the last pass 3 times before, and that would have built scoreboard pressure. But I don't know. I think the boys were just too excited. So, and then obviously England at home, they were in reach of a game, and I think the last play they pulled it off and scored under the post. But I would have lost it anyway because they're only up by 6 points. So
yeah, got it. So what are you now? You're just 0 from 1 because you didn't have a lock, eh?
Yeah.
The first one. So, okay. Yeah. Chimes, how'd you go?
Yeah, no, pretty happy with how it went with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins, who we've always been both fans of, he hit his overs, both the 10.5 and then the adjusted line of 12.5 receiving yards. He should have actually hit it in the first half, but he dropped it wide open, easy catch, but he ended up hitting it with ease in the fourth quarter.
So you're 0 from 1 now?
1 from 1. So the Adesanya and then this one did, so 1-1, mate.
No, 0 from 1.
No,
1 from 2, sorry.
Yeah, 1 from 2.
1 from 2. Oh, man.
One win,
we're,
one loss.
we're the wrong numbers, guys.
Get Zeke back. Zeke?
Wait,
Did you sell?
Wait. I'm just pitching through to Zeke now. What? 0 from 2? Or did he? No, he got last week's
he
lock.
got his first one, but he missed.
What was his bet? I know I should have done my research on his one.
It was definitely a Chiefs one, I think. I'm pretty sure, or like an MMA one, maybe.
No, he got it. Yeah. I'm just making shit up now. I'll have to double check that one. But he did give me his bets for this week. So, fuck. So what happens when he goes Korean and doesn't tell me? What was my lock last week? It was Saquon Barkley over 12.5 receiving yards. He managed to get 40 receiving yards off 6 catches. What can you say, man? No, not about Saquon, about my bets. Two from 2. 2 from 2, baby. Yeah. Well, what we're talking about that, the game itself. I mean, you called it. I think it was one of the best calls I've seen as far as you saying that they've got the talent to blow out the Chiefs. Yeah,
I think, I mentioned how, Mahomes and Andy Reid, them two together, they've always won, and that's why they've got, I think, 3 rings together.
Yeah.
But it's, I just felt like the Eagles was really well balanced, and if they got it right, that defense is amazing, and they had him from the first quarter, man. Damn. Mahomes had no time, and then all the Chiefs did well was just contain Barkley with his rushing. But besides that, they had no answer for them, man. It was a good old hiding.
With that Eagles team, that's probably the only side you saw this year that fulfilled the potential that everyone talked about.
Exactly, man. Like, I thought the Niners were good last year, but the Eagle team looked even better.
Yeah.
Like, quarterback and then their defense. They had 2 rookie cornerbacks, man. And one of them got a receiving touchdown from an interception.
A white cornerback, man. And on his birthday. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Far out, man. His DMs must be crazy. Yeah. Hey, oh, no. No.
Different podcast.
Sorry, don't worry about it. Does that team go, can they go on a run, like a Chiefs-like run, like a dynasty run?
Like, they've got, I think their key players are all under 30.
Yeah.
So like their oldest guy that was a key guy was Jason Kelsey, the centre that retired last season. But I think they've got Mailata, left tackle. I think Lane Johnson maybe the only guy that's 30 actually. But Jalen Hurts still in the mid-20s. Barkley's 28, so he's in his prime. AJ Brown 27, Devonta Smith 22, 23. Like they've got all the pieces, and they've got one of the best GMs in Howie, you know. So they're still gonna build through the draft, make some savvy trades.
Where do you think the Chiefs got it wrong, or did they just not have the personnel?
I think they had the personnel. I just think that when they just got in the mouth in the first, they just couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Like they probably didn't expect their O-line to get dominated that early and that emphatically. Yeah, it was just the way that like the DBs, the Eagles were just swarming everywhere. But then Mahomes has already got one or two guys in his backfield. You know, he's just trying to complete his 3-step drop, and there's already Jalen Carter and another lineman already trying to tackle him.
But who do you think stays within that roster, or where would you make some changes? Because I don't think Pacheco's that guy.
Oh, for Chiefs?
For Chiefs.
Pacheco was good before the injury, and he runs hard. But maybe that's the thing about running backs, eh? Like, they've got a short shelf life, and if they have a significant injury, like, you can sort of, mark off the current season and hopefully they get back. But if not, they can just draft another running back. And it's a strong running back draft coming up as well.
Let's say the Eagles make it back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we'll rule out the NFC teams. Which AFC team do you see making it to the Super Bowl?
Has to be the Bills, man. Like, has to be. I mean, like they've come so close and just been really unlucky. And even though like Lamar's amazing, just you compare playoff Lamar to Josh Allen playoff in the playoffs, and Josh Allen's just a lot more consistent. Throws more yards, more touchdowns, and far less turnovers. Because he's been pretty like average, at best in the playoffs. Unfortunately, some of them's bad luck, but
is it a roster issue?
I don't think so, man.
No,
I think it's just some of it can be just luck of the draw on the day, and you get a call that goes your way. But Lamar just seems to, how the best players, the MJs and that, like when it comes to the playoffs and the finals, their game elevates.
Peyton Manning?
Nah.
You think you think the Buffalo Bills will be a better game if against them in the
I don't think it would have been a big carding like that if the Bills were playing. But that's I think Josh Allen just got named MVP, even though it was probably some people probably thought Lamar deserved that, and he did in a lot of ways. But Josh Allen he had an amazing season, and he's still getting better.
My dark horse is that like the Texans with CJ Stroud. If he gets some more decent pieces,
yeah. But him is just injuries, man, and his O-line's terrible. That guy, man, like. Yeah.
Is Tunsil past his prime?
I would say he's either at the end of his prime or he's already just past it.
Yeah.
But he's still solid, but he's not like he's nothing compared to like Mailata or Lane Johnson.
It's funny when I was watching Jalen Hurts hoist the trophy, and all I could think about when I was looking at him was Tua.
Oh yeah.
Does he get his will he reach that spot?
Well, Tua's in Jalen Hurts in a much better position, right? Like his Eagles team compared to what Tua's working with in Miami. It's night and day. Like Tua's got some nice offensive pieces, like Achan.
Yeah,
running back.
I got fleeced out of that one. I got fleeced out of that one, man. So in fantasy football, I had this running back for the Miami Dolphins, and like, there's something that this guy has. He's like a Jedi. He goes, "How about you give me that running back, and I give you these picks?" And I'm like, "Those will never do me wrong like that."
Hey, it was a fair trade. First round pick and Chase Brown.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people actually say you won that trade.
I don't know who those people are. Man, so Tua, is Mike McDaniel still the guy?
I don't know, man. He sort of got found out last season.
Yeah.
Like, because they couldn't pass it deep, and it wasn't because Tua couldn't do it. It's just, I don't know if his play calling's been, and his like whole system's been found out a bit. But I would say he's on the hot seat this season, because if they don't improve, then McDaniel's, he could be maybe with Shanahan looking for a new job, bro.
You reckon the Niners are going to get rid of him?
I think Shanahan's like, he'll have like definitely another chance. But if we have another 6 and whatever season, he'll be gone. Bro.
How come Shanahan doesn't like good quarterbacks?
Fuck you. Fucking dog. Hey, Purdy's all good, bro. He had a problem, bro.
No, wait. Just for a second, just humor me, all right? Because there's been plenty of opportunities where he's could have gone off and gotten someone like, a household name.
Yeah.
Or even in the draft, a household name. But it's like he likes these obscure picks or obscure players to show how good he is as a coach.
Yeah, 100%. You know why? Because like he's just too fair poko sometimes for his own good. Like he gets a bit too cute. Like there's that time, the first time we played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, we were up like 10 points, I think, in the fourth quarter, and we were averaging like 6 yards a carry. So Raheem Mostert was just running all over the Chiefs, but he gave the ball to Jimmy Garoppolo and wanted to pass it. And you would have thought he'd learned his lesson when he lost to the Patriots with a 28-3 lead, right, as a coordinator for the Falcons. Then he comes, head coach the Niners, and he gets back to his old tricks. Like, bro, just play. Be basic sometimes. It's okay to just run the ball. But sometimes I think he's so smart and he overthinks that he just misses out on just like calling a basic sort of run game and just sticking to, what's working.
So draft is in April this year. I'm looking forward to who everyone gets. Yeah, we need a tight end.
Is that the Colts?
Oh, sorry, I just went deep into thought thinking about how useless my team is.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need a lot more than just a tight end, bro.
Shut up. Hey, this is a really important part of the show. All right. Biggest story of the week. Well, we really just talked about it. It was the Eagles one, right? That's the biggest story. Yeah. I thought another one, but I don't know if there's much to talk about. Would be I don't even know how you say their name. Is it Ineos? Who dropped the All Blacks as far as being the sponsor for them. And now the All Blacks or New Zealand Rugby is going to sue them. But like they haven't made their first payment. So there's a lot of rugby unions around the country going, so Charlie, are you going to coach for free? Have you felt any repercussions in the local scene as far as talking points with regards to them dropping the sponsorship?
Who is in the All Blacks?
Nah, just in general, with you being on the local scene. Because a lot of these guys will be getting money, like it'll trickle down, right? Because that money's supposed to feed the whole provincial teams.
Yeah. It'll be tough. Like I don't think you'll see the biggest impact of it like just yet. But yeah, it'll be tough. I think they lost Ford at the beginning of this year as well. So
what happens to the guys with the cars?
Yeah, they got to give it back.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to modify them?
No. And you can't get the souped up ones too. So you get any Ford. So most of the boys just get the Everest or the Ranger. Yeah, but like I think when they first sponsored the team, they gave out some of the V8 ones. I don't even know what they are. The Ford Mustangs and stuff.
Yeah.
But then boys mean boys, and I think there must have been a few insurance claims, and then they just put them down for the basis. But the Rangers and the Everest are awesome. They're awesome cars.
Are you still sponsored by Ford privately?
Nah.
Are you sure? I saw that you got the whole range of Ford vehicles at your house.
Just a fan, mate. Just a fan.
Oh, you're just a fan. While we're still on rugby, Super Rugby, big start this weekend. Anything you guys looking out for?
I'm really looking forward to seeing a replay of the grand final, Auckland and Chiefs, Auckland Blues and Waikato Chiefs. Seeing the boys play again, and also Ari Savea with Moana Pacifica. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to just to be watching some rugby again. So it's been a long time. So
how do you feel about league? Because I know you're bred rugby, but like when you watch league as a spectacle, like when you just have it on the telly, does it get you excited? Yeah,
I definitely like watching league. This last year I wasn't committed to like backing a team or. I just moved back, so I was just trying to find a house and find some money. And
house number 10?
19.
Oh, sorry.
Pardon.
No, Super Rugby, there's some big matchups like Chime just said, the Chiefs and the Blues. I like the Chiefs this season.
Okay, Chiefs.
No. Fuck, I went blank because I felt bad because I love the Blues, man. But
yeah, who are you backing this week?
I'm backing the Chiefs to beat the Blues at Eden Park.
Oh, yo,
you got good odds.
I think they're like 4.5 favourites. The Blues.
Yeah, but I'll be backing the Blues. I think obviously offers 150 game this week, so that'll be a big reason for the boys to get up. But it's hard to know because it's first game of the season. You don't know what's out there. Like obviously preseason games. You got to play the whole 40-man roster, so you're not really playing a lot of the combinations together that's going to play this weekend until first round. So a lot of the guys be playing for the first time together, and you're just trying to find your feet, and I reckon this week will be a lot of upsets. So
my dark horse to win the whole thing is the Waratahs. I like how they were beating they weren't consistent, but they were caning some of our teams last year.
Yeah, they play a good brand of rugby. So now they've got Joseph and Taniela Tupou,
Yeah.
he's there too. So I think they got about 11 Aussie boys. So they got the base there. So
It sucks not seeing the South Africans there, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
It's not the same without them, man.
There must be a way to bring them back. Have you ever been a part of a conversation, maybe overseas, when you're talking about the guys playing back home, where it's just not the same, or like the
Cephas?
Yeah, are you allowed to call them that?
I don't know. That's what we always call them, Cephas, like South Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll ever come back. There's no money in them for them coming to this competition. There's a lot more
Upside over there.
upside over there. And they're trying to sneak into the Six Nations. There's a lot of chat about that. It's been put to bed a little bit, but imagine having South Africa in the Six Nations. So obviously it wouldn't be called Six Nations. But imagine the competition now. You've got like four good teams in there. You get rid of Italy or Wales.
Yeah.
You put South Africa in, then it becomes...
Just have a rotating relegation, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell Wales to go sort your shit out and come back.
The only thing... So obviously that's always the chat is that. But then like the Six Nation teams... There's such a big kickback from this competition because you think about these games, there's 80,000 every week. And all the big businesses, the branding, there's big money in that. I think it'll be up there with World Cup, eh?
Yeah.
Some of this, the money they would get. So obviously, Wales and Italy, they'll never...
they'll never want to give that up.
They'll never want to give that up. So
you got to figure out a way to get Japan going, eh?
So that's the hard thing because obviously those guys are all good because they're all right next door to each other. Obviously, Africa, they just fly straight up, so they're in the same time zone. So it's not a big change. Obviously, it's just a big flight, but that's not a big thing. A big, what would you say? Issue, yeah. Whereas New Zealand's issue is we got to try to get the Pacific, Japan, Argentina, and those flights are all 8, 11 to Argentina, and then all these little 3 to Australia, 3 to Pacific.
This is a good insight, man.
Because even with South Africa in the Super Rugby, right, they're always at disadvantage, right? With their longer flight times, less rest times, and so they still won comps.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And we would go there as like it was an awesome holiday, but we would only go for like 2, max 3. Those guys would tour for 4, 5, or 6. So they'll come and do Australia and New Zealand. And those guys got sick of it. They're like, nah, this is, you guys only do 2 weeks away from family, and we're doing...
Yeah.
I love how you called it a holiday. No wonder they never won a title with the Blues.
But like it was just enough to go, like, you just go sightseeing and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, you always notice after the second week, that's when all the boys, like, all those jokes aren't funny anymore. You're just like, nah, this is, because you've just been away for so long.
Yeah.
Imagine 6 weeks, 2 weeks, and you got like the 4 weeks with these guys. With the same jokes and the same...
Any names? Any names?
No.
Yeah. We're not too far away from NRL kicking off. I think it's the first week of March. We see the greatest competition on earth start again. And we started off last week talking about our personal best players that we rank, right? I think, Charlie, you're kind of working on yours and just getting acclimated again with the people in NRL.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'll kick this one off, right? So we're talking about NRL, best players, personally. And we're moving on to the second row and lock positions this week. Okay. So for me, actually, I'm going to start off with Zeke. He sent his through.
You can go last, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I picked, for my back rowers, I went with Angus Crichton. Just because of the way he's manhandled everyone that's been in his way. Even when he's played for the Kangaroos against some of our island teams, it's hard to watch. It's like a grown man swatting boys aside. And in State of Origin, when old What's-His-Face from the Cowboys, he tried to start one with Angus Crichton and just swatted him away like he was a little boy. I like to see that in my back row. And then Liam Martin, who's just got no handbrake. That guy's just straight up the nuts. And for my lock, I went with Cam Murray. I like his ball play. I like his linking. I like his tackling. Just... thing I'm nervous about is his head knocks. But other than that, bro, I like his motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me, man. Do you want to go for it?
Yep.
I was waiting for a round of applause and all I heard was, yeah, me. Man, fuck you too. There you go, Chesa.
I've got Haumole Olakawatu.
Oh, yo.
He's just... I just think, like, obviously, he's like for a big man, he's got a big motor too. So he's got like above average stats as well. So And when I watched him play the Warriors, when I went to the Warriors game, it's just, I think just the impact on his carries and tackles, it just like lifts the boys, and you can see that it gives them that little bit more energy in game. So I'm going with him. Second one's Liam Martin as well. I think obviously watching the New South Wales games, that guy just doesn't stop. But and you want that as well, as a coach or on your team. So back in Liam Martin, and then I got Isaac Yeo.
Oh, see, this is how you do it. We applaud your choices.
Thanks.
Applause. Yeah. Chimes?
Yeah, when it comes to back rows, I really like my edges that play 80 minutes and be well-rounded guys that make impact both sides and sort of can be game breakers, Yeah. So like you, I did pick Angus Crichton. He's 80 minutes, mean offload, scores tries, breaks lines. So yeah, you can't doubt him.
Big body. Yeah.
Comes from a rugby background as well. Angus Crichton.
Yeah.
And my other one is I'd say one of last year's breakout players. He used to be a Warrior. And he went to a Storm, Elisa Katoa.
Oh,
and,
he's a gun.
He's only like 24, 25, and so he's still got many years ahead of him of playing at this high level. But yeah, really gutted that he left the Warriors, but obviously happy that he's thriving over in Melbourne.
Just quickly, if he stays at the Warriors, does he still play the way he's playing
I think
now?
so, with Webby and with what our coaching set up now. I think in the past, probably not, to be honest. But I'm confident that we've got the right structures 2025 and beyond.
Thanks, Stacey. So who have you got for your lock?
For my lock, yeah, I like a guy to be well balanced, ball player bit, and so yeah, I like your guy Carrigan, but I went with the same as you, Cameron Murray.
There we go. I'm gutted I didn't put any Queensland players.
Same as me, man.
He's just not good, mate.
This is getting dominated. I like Homole though.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
I mean, if he ain't starting, he's off the bench and he's carving up, man.
So we've got second row and lock for Zeke. He's gone with Angus Crichton, Elisa Katoa, and Isaiah Yeo. So, it's hard to compete with Isaiah at lock, eh?
Well, he's like that. He's right. You'd say most people would probably put him as the number one lock because he's just so reliable, reigning champ, man.
But does he only play like that Penrith system that they got, right? Like a few times when he was playing for New South Wales.
Does he have the same impact?
Nah, he just didn't really. It took for Cam Murray or I forgot who the other guy was for New South Wales that came on.
Of the each player?
No, I think Cam Murray was on the bench, but it wasn't Isaiah Yeo that was starting.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are our personal opinion.
Yeah,
right? It's not based on stats. It's all eye test with us.
Yeah.
But I like your breakdown, Charlie. It was really professional.
No, I actually put a bit more work into it this week.
Finally.
Mean picks.
No, that's all good. So I think next week we're just gonna start working our way around the back line. I think we'll start with the fullback and wings, and finish with our halves. Yeah, forgot the centres. Yeah, and the centres in there as well. But we should do some betting, I reckon. We should do some betting. I think we need to talk about multis because there's a lot of people that are hitting us up about their multis not hitting. So when we talk about the segment called Bring a Leg, these are most probably not going to hit. They're not going to hit. But it's just ones that we like the odds of it happening. It's a feel rather than fact because there's a reason why the bookies have priced them the way they do. Right? So for this Bring a Leg multi, these are all long shots, right? So for my long shot this week at $3.45, I've gone with Moana Pacifica to beat the Western Force outright. And I've just placed all my faith in Tana and Seilala and Ari Savia. Those are names that I trust, right? So at, what's the line? Minus 7.5. Saying that the Western Force are converted try better? I don't think they are. I know they're playing over in Perth, but I think Moana can get the job done. Yeah, but it's a long shot.
Yeah.
Just remember, these are long odds at $3.45. So that's what I'm adding to the multi.
No, me, man.
Yeah.
And off the back of that, my long shot hit to add to the multi is Ari Savia to score a try, anytime try scorer, and he's paying $4.
Oh,
so good value there, and I can see it happening. Leading from the front.
remember, long shot. After everyone, I want to say these are long shots.
I've got Drua to win at home against the Brumbies. 2.15.
That's a good price.
I was surprised that they're not favourites to win. First game at home, and it's always pretty tough. Like last year, I think Blues were the only team that won against them at home.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've seen the Crusaders lose
Yeah,
there. You
man.
know, a good Crusaders team.
So I don't know if they've taken that into effect about playing at Fiji. So I'd back that.
Either that or there's a flood of money coming in on the Brumbies, and you know,
Yeah.
guys are just excited about the
First game.
first game of the season. So I like that. That's almost even money. So that again, long shot. This is a multi, by the way, which most of the time doesn't hit. Okay, and it's only 3 legs. Some of your guys' 20-leg ones that you post up are disgusting. But this is it, man. This is the one that we're here for. This is lock or laugh. All right, this is the ones that we are absolutely confident in for ourselves. You know, we're not forcing anyone to take the bet. Just individually, our own personal opinion, we think this is the one that's going to hit. And if the rest of us don't agree, we're just going to have a little laugh at it. Yeah. Anybody want to put their hand up with their lock this week?
Yep, I'll go. I'm going Blues to win 6 points or more. Paying 182. I think
I'm going to laugh at that one. Sorry,
it's a tough. It is a tough bet, but
yeah.
and it's probably more personal, more biased towards the Blues. But I think they can get the job done. Obviously, like we said before, offer 150 first home game.
Yeah. So there's a lot behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you're still going to ride with it?
Yeah, I'll ride with it.
How about like instead of 6 or more, like Auckland Blues 12 and under, in case it's like a bit closer.
What's the odds for? I haven't seen the odds for 12 and under.
I'm not sure off the bat. So.
But I also think like if they really rock, they can put the
reckon?
Chiefs to the sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a look at the Chiefs side?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
That's all you.
it's a good team,
Yeah.
but I think just off the back of the Blues last year, a lot more confident.
Yeah.
Going first in the games back at Eden Park again.
So Charlie's locked for this week. Blues to win by 6 or more, paying $1.82. $1.82. I'll go. Yeah. My lock for this week. I'm loving that the preseason NRL games are on, but we've got the Indigenous All-Stars versus Māori All-Stars this weekend. 10 p.m. Saturday night. The line is at 3.5. I'm taking the over on the total, which is 42.5 points at $2. A lot of exciting players, but middles for both are pretty weak. There's not a lot of good forwards in there. So I'm just hoping there's some real bad defense and guys who don't want to injure themselves and just let the game flow. So I'm taking that 42.5. That's my lock of the week. Yeah. You going to have a laugh?
No, I'm backing you, mate.
You going to have a laugh?
Nah, lock it in, bro.
That's what I like to hear. Anyway, what you got for us, Chimes?
So staying with Moana, and I've got them to cover the 7.5 dog spread, and that's paying $1.91 on Bet365. So I think they can win outright, just like your long shot. But if they don't win outright, then I see them losing by 7 or less.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that one.
That's probably my favourite one. Oh, you guys got pretty good
Fuck,
bets.
no one said to choose favourites. Just Nah, but by the way, we forgot before with our bring a link, we forgot Zeke's one.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got Tyrone Munro to score at $2.40 versus the Māori All-Stars. That guy's a gun, bro.
On the wingers.
Yeah. I think he plays for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, Zeke with try scorers in league, man.
Yeah, he knows.
He's good, man. He knows.
And with his lock or laugh, fuck, this guy, man, honestly, he's got Edmund Shabazian.
He might made that up, man.
I hope I'm not like swearing in some other language. Yeah, he's got Edmund Shabazian to win in round 1 at $3.40 versus Dylan Budka.
TKO, is
You're
it?
going to make some Dagestanis angry, man.
But his lock is $3.40. He's that confident.
Man. That's mean value, bro.
That's a gun.
That's better value than his multi, right?
Yeah, so Tyrone Munro, unless he's mixed them up, but he's got Tyrone Munro to score versus the Māori All-Stars at $2.40.
This guy's got inside word somewhere, man. Inside betting, man.
That's probably why he's in Korea, eh? He's meeting up with his Korean bookies. So that's pretty much us for this week, man. First time running at 3-man with Chimes. We'll try it again next week. We've got some technology going. We try to set up a TV and a camera up in Korea, but he said his digicell's not working. So we'll see you guys next week. By the way, make sure you follow the page, Betsndat, follow Charlie, follow Chimes, follow Zeke, and we'll see you guys.
Send through your jerseys. Send through your jerseys.
Yeah, by the way, if you got a local club or you got a real cool jersey that you want to see on screen, we don't have to keep them if you don't want us to keep them. We can just borrow them and give them back.
Make sure it's 4XL for Nate.
Oh,
no, me too. Yeah.
didn't have to fat shame me on the show, man.
I'm trying to help you out, man. So you get a tight one.
You know what? That's karma. When I used to work at MyFM, they gave out the t-shirt. I was giving out the t-shirts, and I asked a girl. It was like a bigger proportion girl.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking. I said, "What size are you?" She was like, 3XL. So I get it. But fuck you anyway. But send your jerseys. Message the Betsndat page or message the boys individually if you want them to rock your jersey. It doesn't have to be a jersey. It could be a singlet. It could be a... Yeah, those two. Yeah. But we'll see you next Friday.